Have you ever really thought about how your body deals with, well, everything you eat and drink? Today, we're going to dive into the urinary system. It's this silent, non-stop filtration plant that's working hard to keep you clean from the inside out.
Okay, just think about this for a second. 200 liters of blood. That's like a full bathtub's worth that your body filters every single day. It's a mind-boggling amount of work, right? It's all done by this team of unsung heroes working around the clock. So how does this incredible system actually pull it off? Let's find out.
All right, so let's get into your body's ultimate filter. We're talking about the urinary system, which you might also hear called the excretory system. Its main job, to make, store, and get rid of urine. But what it's really doing is flushing out all the junk and toxins your body makes when it turns food into energy. It's basically your body's essential cleaning crew. Now, the basic layout is pretty much the same for everyone. It's a really streamlined setup with one super important mission: keep your blood perfectly clean and your whole internal environment stable and balanced. That state, by the way, has a name: homeostasis.
This whole operation is run by a tight-knit team of 4 key players. You've got 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, 1 bladder, and 1 urethra. Each one has a very specific job to do. So let's get to know them, starting with the system's undisputed MVPs.
First up, the kidneys. You got to know about the kidneys. These are the master purifiers, the high-tech filters that are at the absolute heart of this whole process. Honestly, everything starts right here.
So you have 2 of these bean-shaped, fist-sized powerhouses. They're tucked away safely on either side of your spine, just below your rib cage, and they're really well protected by your back muscles and ribs. And their workload? It's just staggering. Every single day, they process about 180 liters of blood. To put that in perspective, they're filtering your body's entire blood supply more than 30 times in just 24 hours. I mean, that's a relentless, incredible feat of natural engineering. See this little indentation right on the kidney's inner curve? That's called the hilum. You can think of it like the kidney's central train station. It's the main port where all the plumbing and wiring connects. Everything goes in and out right through there. And here's a look at that traffic flow. Unfiltered blood full of waste products comes rushing in through a big vessel called the renal artery. Inside, the kidney does its cleaning magic, and then the freshly purified blood heads back out through the renal vein. All the leftover waste and extra water, it gets collected into this funnel-shaped area called the renal pelvis. And that's the moment it officially becomes urine and starts its journey out. So once that urine is made, where is it going to go? Well, it travels down the ureters. You can think of these as one-way streets, guiding the urine away from the kidneys and on to the next stop, the storage tank. Now, these aren't just lazy, passive tubes. Not at all. Each kidney has its own muscular ureter, and they actively squeeze to push the urine down towards the bladder. It's all about ensuring a steady, one-way flow. Yeah, this squeezing process is called peristalsis. It's the same kind of wave-like muscle contraction that moves food through your digestive system. And it's so effective that it makes sure urine flows in the right direction, even if you're upside down doing a handstand.
But this journey isn't always perfectly smooth. You see, the ureters have these 3 naturally narrow spots along the way, almost like little pinch points in a garden hose.
And this is where anatomy gets very, very real. Those narrow spots, they happen to be the most common places for painful kidney stones to get stuck. If a stone gets lodged, it blocks the flow of urine. Pressure builds up behind it, and that's what causes that intense, awful pain. It's a perfect example of how our body's design can directly affect our health.
Okay, so once the urine makes it down the ureters, it arrives at its temporary home, the urinary bladder. And this thing is not just a simple bag. It's a marvel of smart, flexible storage.
The bladder is this hollow, muscular organ, and it sits securely right there in the pelvis. Its main job is to collect and store urine, expanding like a balloon until you decide, okay, it's time to go.
So how can it stretch so much? Well, the secret is in these inner folds called rugae. When the bladder's empty, they're all folded up. But as it fills, these folds just flatten right out, which lets the bladder expand a ton without the pressure building up too quickly. It's a pretty ingenious design for comfort, right? This cross-section gives you a great look. You see all those wrinkles and folds? That's the rugae in an empty bladder. It's all thanks to them that the bladder can go from holding just a tiny bit of fluid to several hundred milliliters, and pretty comfortably too.
And when you're finally ready to go,
The bladder's powerful muscular wall, called the detrusor muscle, contracts, squeezing the urine down and out through the final tube in our system, the urethra, and finally, out of the body. And that completes the journey. So let's do a quick recap of this whole amazing journey, from filtering your blood all the way to getting rid of the waste.
It really all boils down to 4 simple steps. It starts with filtration in those super hardworking kidneys. Then we have transport through the muscular ureters. That's followed by storage in the expandable bladder. And finally, elimination. It's just a continuous, perfect cycle that is absolutely essential for your health.
You know, the most incredible part of all this, it all happens on autopilot, 24/7, without you ever having to think about it. It really makes you wonder, what other amazing systems are working inside us right now without us even knowing? Let us know in the comments what you'd be curious to explore next.